Senator from Florida.
Well, clearly, I'm pretty shocked. By objecting to this bill, my colleague is suggesting that it's acceptable for the government to deny Social Security checks to American seniors and checks to those who are physically disabled because they made a personal medical choice to not receive the vaccine. This is not far-fetched. The Biden administration is already doing it to companies and people that have a job. The Social Security system is meant to help those who have spent their lives working in this country, and disability checks are designed to help those who cannot work. These checks are not a tool for government to impose its will on the people, just as it shouldn't be the position of the Biden administration to require companies to enforce a vaccine mandate. But if you're on Social Security or your parent is receiving Social Security checks, this is what my colleagues suggested by blocking this legislation: get the vaccine or go broke. As we all know, prices are going up, and the Social Security Administration just announced a record cost of living increase in benefits to keep up with Biden's inflation crisis. Individuals dependent on Social Security still need to get gas and groceries to survive. By objecting to this simple bill, my colleague is comfortable offering an ultimatum: get the vaccine or go broke. That's wrong. It's wrong to the core and the American people. Perhaps my colleague may agree with me on a different point, that vaccine mandates shouldn't be tied to participation in Medicare, Medicaid, or CHIP. There are more than 60 million Americans on Medicare and more than 80 million Americans receiving Medicaid or CHIP assistance. These programs are important for ensuring that our families, our seniors, and our kids can stay healthy and have access to a doctor. No one should be deprived of health care because they have chosen not to receive the vaccine. It'd be simply unethical to do so. Seems like pretty common sense. My proposal would protect individuals on Medicare, Medicaid, and CHIP from any overreach in vaccine mandates like the president has done with companies. Ensure that a personal medical decision does not strip them of the access to health care they need. As if in legislative session, I ask unanimous consent that the Senate proceed to the immediate consideration of Senate 2999, which is at the desk. I further ask that the bill be considered read a third time and passed, and that the motion to reconsider be considered made and laid upon the table.
Reserving the right to object.
Senator from Oregon.
Mr. President, again, this deals with an area that is in the province of the Senate Finance Committee. There, I've made a special priority ensuring that Americans who count on federal health care programs can actually get the care they need. The notion that Medicare, Medicaid, and CHIP coverage could be subject to vaccination status is just nonsense. Contrary to Republican views that federal coverage should be contingent on filing extensive paperwork, as conservative governors have pushed in states from sea to shining sea, Democrats believe health care is a basic human right and should be available to all. Millions of Americans have received the COVID-19 vaccine through the Medicare and Medicaid programs. That ought to be celebrated, Mr. President, as a success, rather than scaring people about their earned benefits being taken away. These bills, now two of them, are thoroughly about political messaging and aren't going to help to end this pandemic or do anything to address challenges facing so many of our constituents.
Are you awake now?